So today I'm going to be talking about this computer here. It is called the Osborne Executive. Right now it might not look like a computer, but it actually has the keyboard right there. This is kind of like a version 2 of the Osborne 1, or just plain called the Osborne computer. Now because of this computer here, there's kind of like a phrase or saying called the Osborne effect, and which means where a company releases a new product a little too early, thus killing the current product that they're selling now. This computer basically was kind of killing the first Osborne 1 computer. Now, one thing I do like that it has a little built-in cord, which I'll show you very quick. Now, it might not look too good right now, but a little bit of sun damage. Now, it is just plain a normal PC power cord. As you can see, hopefully right there. So you can just plain hook it up like that. So I'll get this thing booted up. Now, this computer actually has an interesting story behind it. This one was apparently in the Nevada desert for 30 years in a bus. So that's why you see any real sand on it. That's because of that. I mean, it took a while to just clean this computer, almost a week. So that's the interesting story about this computer. There we go. Now, for the floppy drives is 5.25 inch floppy, so it's not a normal 3.5 inch. And I want to have a sound of silence so you can hear this. Yeah, you see right there. The orange screen, which is very uncommon nowadays, but was common for the time. Of course, there's your brightness control right there. And this is, I believe, contrast, which, again, I don't know why it does that. I don't know, it might be useful for certain other items, but that's that. Now, this computer was made in 1983. I believe the original asking price was between $2,500 to around $3,500, which in today's money is around $8,000. So quite a lot for this portable computer here. Now, the successor to this, this is the successor to the Osborne 1, was the first, I guess, widely accepted portable computer. So there's some, good name, there's, good title of this thing, kind of thing. So, sorry about that, my camera battery died, so have to use a different camera now, so sorry about that. So what I wanted to show here is this little port right here, which now this port here is kind of like a external monitor port, so you can hook up like CRTV or like what I'm using now, like a projector, which is very useful, and hence the name Executive. You probably, they might have actually used this thing to hook up to a projector like this, which I'll show right now. This right there. Yeah, hook it up. Let's give it a second. It's a little close, that's why the image quality isn't exactly the best. Give it a second. It'll take a little while for it to actually hook up. But as you see there, just like that. And if you notice, the color is not orange like the portable monitor. So that tells me that it's the monitor that's actually orange and not the computer outputting to orange. Or, that could quite possibly be just plain colored here and not on a monitor. So as you see here, it's copied, so it's not like how dual monitors are nowadays, where it's two completely different things if you want. Like, no, this is just plain copied off of that, so it'd be good for businesses, like I said before, to project like their projects or whatever, or spreadsheets, whatever you want to use the thing for. And right now I don't have the boot disk for it, so I can't show everything the computer can do, but I can show that it turns on and works. Now, one thing I do want to show that I like is a little, kind of like a home button switch almost, to where it resets it back to the home page, kind of like this. So I think that's kind of a cool thing where, you know, if you're on a page where you can't turn back easily, or let's say the keyboard stops working for some whatever weird reason, you just click on that and it'll get you back. So I think that's pretty cool though with the external monitor port here. Now, I don't know if that'll work on everything like anything that's like yellow jacked like this or what, but I mean, it worked on the projector here, so it might. So, that's the external port. Now, I have no idea what this is right here. Hopefully you can see it. I have no idea what that is right there. That, I mean, it says well powered on. I mean, I've taken the thing apart to clean it, so like I said before, if you see any dust on it, that's why. So, I mean, when I took the thing apart, I didn't see it really connected to anything. So, I mean, I don't know if it's like an old port they don't use anymore. But even on the original Osborne one, it had that exact same thing. So I don't know if it's like a, kind of like a side thought, or if it's absolutely needed while the thing is on, to have like something like a good image or whatever. But, I don't know. But one thing I do like, how you can actually disconnect the keyboard like that, so you can just take it away like that. Now, of course, it doesn't have USB, so it can't hook up a different keyboard. Now, you might be able to see here, it's a bit of a weird connector. So, I mean, I don't know if it's quite proprietary or very close to it. So, bottom line is, don't lose a keyboard, which this thing alone is actually pretty good size, as you can see right here compared to my hand. Even the spacebar is actually huge. It's relatively heavy. All the weight really comes from this here. Like, this alone is probably a good 5 pounds, which is quite a lot, and I mean, that's how you just assemble it here. You know, these two right here. Of course, I did that too to clean it out, so there it looks pretty basic. But if you're wanting like a full teardown of this computer, I will try linking a video that I believe Osborne themselves made disassembling the executive model. Now this, it looks relatively pretty similar to the Osborne 1, except for, you know, dry bays are here, not one here, and you don't have the griddle right here, which actually, you actually feel air coming through because there is a fan in the back. So, I mean, you can feel air through there. This is where you can put your 5 1/4 inch floppy disks there for like storage. I mean, it was portable, so you're gonna have to put something in there, close that all up, and go somewhere with it, you know. And of course, you have your ports right here, modem, even a printer port. So, I mean, really, I think, you know, this computer is very interesting. I mean, it has interesting story with just with the model itself, and this one in particular, you know, being the desert for 30 years. I mean, it's a wonder it even works. I mean, right now, I mean, you're seeing it work, and I didn't do anything to it to make it work. I mean, besides cleaning, but that's not gonna, it's not gonna easily fix that. So it really is a wonder how this thing even works with all that time. But I think it's very cool, and you see it's very nicely done. And also, one thing I do like, when you put in the keyboard here, the little pins actually kind of clasp around it as you're pushing the cord in. Now, like I said before, I believe this is 80 columns. Don't, you know, quote me on that. Now, a big thank you to the 8-bit guy, which encouraged me to actually start getting into the vintage computer. Like, he doesn't know me personally, I just love watching his videos, you know, so we're going to see his videos, you know, tell him I sent him, sent you guys. So, of course, the power on button's just plain, push in, it powers on, it stays in, and you push it again to turn it off. So, normal stuff like that. And now, I don't know if this truly works, but one thing you can hear. Now, I don't know if you're able to hear that quite well, but you can hear at least something spinning in there. I don't know if it's truly a working spinning noise or what. But of course, drive A, which basically put in your boot disk here, then whatever program you want to run here. So you kind of need both. So if one of them's not working, then you might just plain only be in the CPM operating system for this here. So very basic things, not even like MS basic or anything like that. So kind of one of those things where, yeah, you get the boot disk for it, but you should probably get some other programs for it too. Which one thing I've seen you can get is Organ Trail, which I really want to get that for this computer. And another one you can get, it's kind of like a well, it's kind of like not quite like a ripoff, just plain. You're able to use it. It's called like Space Invaders on here, which I think that'd be hilarious to play on a little screen like this. Or technically you can hook it up to like a TV. Any TV that has, you know, a little yellow port, kind of like that. You should be able to play it on there. But I mean, all in all, I think it's a very interesting, cool computer. Now the weight of this thing, really, is very heavy for the name portable here. It's like 30 to 50 pounds for this thing. So imagine trying to lug that thing around, you know, but the definition of portable back then was not exactly the same like it is now. Back then, portable basically means you can get the computer out of the room kind of thing. And not have to like take so many different things with you. Now, I mean, in certain ways you kind of think this is like an early laptop, but believe me, you would not want to put this thing on your lap at all. So, I mean, definitely, this computer really has a lot of neat history with it. Now, the Osborne, I believe, has made 2 more computers after this. I don't know the one that's directly after the successor to this one, but I do know the 4th generation one, which was called the Osborne Vixen. Which, that was a pretty cool looking computer, and I believe the CRTV has a bit better resolution. I think, I mean, definitely over 80 columns of it, so. Now when I'm saying 80 columns, I mean, don't exactly quote me on that. I mean, I believe it's 80 columns, not exactly sure. But, yeah, if any of you guys know where to get a Osborne Executive boot disk, please let me know. That would be awesome to get this thing working. Or even a WordStar from Osborne would be awesome to me, because I mean that's kind of like a program and not quite the operating system for it. It's just more one of those things that the computer can run off the WordStar because it has its own way of booting up into it. So I mean, if you know where to get the boot disk and or the WordStar for this thing, that'd be awesome. Please let me know. So you see here the light is actually powered on with the light on it. So you can see it's a little bit green. Don't know how well you can see it on camera. Yeah, you can see there. It's a little better. But so I power that off, which then all you have to do is just simply put the cord back in. And you're able to haul this thing off. So, definitely a very neat computer. Yeah, thank you for watching.